"Peter, darling," said Mummy. "You know you can tell me anything and talk to me any time you need you." She continued. "We have always been open about things in this house." "Yes, Mummy," I replied, wondering where this conversation was heading. "Well, Peter, whilst I used your computer earlier, Mummy accidentally lost her page and had to go to the history to get in back. I then saw some of these sites that you have been looking at. I was very curious indeed, Peter, so Mummy had a look at them herself. It was at this point I nearly stopped breathing and palpitations started racing in my heart. Mummy was telling me that she had seen all my browsing history and she knew what I had been looking at. It was at this point that I wondered how Mummy was going to react. However, I was surprised at how calm she was being. "Peter, I do not mind at all how you feel inside, or how you want to be, I only want you to be happy," she said. "So if you really need to explore the world of regression and being a baby again, I have no problem with it," she continued. "However, I think this is something we need to keep from your sister for a while, it can be our little secret." It was at this point that I was totally speechless. I mused for a while, wondering how to reply to what she had told me. It was then I made an attempt to open my heart and reveal all to Mummy. I told Mummy how I came to find all the material I had been looking up. I then went on to tell her about the pictures I saw. Finally, I told Mummy about the feelings I had on wanting to become an adult baby Sissy girl. Mummy's reply really caught me off guard, telling me all was fine with her. It appeared that Mummy was really excited for me, that I wanted to explore my desires and dreams. Mummy then told me to wait for a moment whilst she went downstairs for something. After a few minutes, she finally returned. In her hands was a packet that she presented me with, saying that she hoped that I would enjoy it. With a mixture of delight, twinged with embarrassment, I opened the package, which contained girls' pull-up nappy pants. "I do hope you like them, Peter," she said. "They are all I could get at short notice. However, if you would like me to, I will order you some adult baby nappies online for you to try." It was at this point that I was nearly in tears by what Mummy had said. I listened intently to what Mummy was now saying, all the time thinking to myself that I was about to pass the point of no return. I think Mummy could sense that I was now getting a little emotional at this point whilst she gently spoke to me. "Peter, how about you go for a nice little warm soapy bath, then afterwards you can try these snug panties on to see if they fit. It would be now or never for me to finally try the pull-up." He slowly took one out of the packet and opened it up, feeling the soft material in his hands, until eventually there was his first pull-up nappy for many years. He put one leg then the other in the leg holes before slowly pulling it up his thin slender frame. Finally opening his legs slightly and pulling it into place, covering his bottom. He looked at himself in the mirror, completely oblivious to the fact that his mum had been secretly watching him. Over the next year or so, while Peter finished his time at school, his mum made sure he had a secret little stash of pull-ups, along with some plain girls' panties and girls' vest tops. She never mentioned these to him, they just appeared in his drawer with her, hoping he would wear them sometimes. She always inspected his new underwear before washing them, finding great pleasure in finding the odd little naughty omission in them. She knew he was enjoying the panties and vests, as she would check on him secretly when he was dressing or undressing each day. The one thing that did surprise her now and then was to find a slightly wet pull-up in the bin. So much so that she bought him a proper closing nappy pail to put the wet ones in.